to our documentary about the Mukumu farm of the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega. We shall take you through the various activities being undertaken on the Mukumu farm. We shall interact with the management and personnel in their various areas of work. We shall be looking at the location and the surroundings of the Mukumu farm. We look forward to sharing and engaging more and more about the farm. Welcome. Mukumu farm belongs to the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega, Kenya. It lies on 67 acreage of land. It is situated along Kisumu-Kakamega Road. The farm has been in existence since early 1950s, established and managed by Mill Hill missionaries from 1955 to 1999. Currently under the management of the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega under the leadership of Right Reverend Joseph Obanyi Sagwe.
We are privileged to have a farm that was started by the missionaries long in the 50s. It's a farm that is renowned for having Ganzi cows. It was the farm that was known in Eastern Central Africa for producing special breeds for farmers. It was started by the Mill Hill fathers so that the communities surrounding the diocese could benefit from the produce like vegetables, milk, pork, and so on. So Mukumu Farm has played a very significant role in the life of the Diocese of Kakamega. It is one of the landmarks of the diocese. It is a farm that really educates the people on how to do farming. And from it, institutions surrounding the farm are able to benefit in terms of vegetables, milk, pork, and other products that already are being produced there.
I'm Sister Catherine Mwonja of the Sisters of Mary of Kakamega. I work here on the farm in the finance office and overseeing daily activities of the farm. With me here are the support staff who works in various enterprises. Our daily activities always starts at 7:30 with the word of prayer, and then we dispatch to our various departments. We also have casuals who work on daily basis, and also we receive attaches from different institutions who come here for their attachment.
The Church takes cognizance of the self-reliance initiative and the need for the Church depending on its own material resources, thus investing in viable income-generating projects. The following sections are undertaken on the Mukumu farm: coffee section, dairy section, piggery section, horticulture section, hay section, silage section, beekeeping section, fish section, water section, and environmental conservation section. 12 acres of land are under coffee farming. The main variety of coffee grown is Ruiru 11. Ruiru 11 refers to a specific variety or caliber of coffee, Coffea arabica. that was developed and released in Kenya. It is named after the town of Ruiru, which is located near Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. Ruiru 11 was developed as a hybrid variety by the Coffee Research Institute in Kenya to address various challenges faced by coffee farmers, including diseases and low yields. Ruiru 11 is known for its resistance to the devastating coffee berry disease and coffee leaf rust, which are common fungal diseases affecting coffee plants. The process of producing coffee on the farm is as follows: planting coffee seedlings, land preparation such as slashing, transplanting seedlings, pruning and shaping coffee plants.
Hatupendelei kahawa kukua msitu ikiwa nyingi. Mvua ikinyesha haipiti ndani. Sasa hii kahawa haipati mvua huku chini. Sasa mpaka tufanye pruning ndio hata tukipuliza dawa hapa juu mbolea iingie ndani kwa matawi ndani.
Fertilizing and soil nutrients management, regular intervals throughout the year, flowering and pollination, cherry development and maturation, harvesting coffee cherries or picking, washing then drying for 14 days. Then they are taken to Nairobi for processing. Dairy enterprise. Animals in this section produce milk for use. The section encompasses breeding, raising, and utilization of dairy animal products. Paddocking is used as a way of grazing. The farm rears a specific breed of dairy cattle known as Guernsey cattle. Guernseys are a breed of cattle that originated on the island of Guernsey, one of the Channel Islands in the English Channel, just off the coast of France.
In Mkum farm, we've got Guernsey animals. Those are the most animals that we rear here. As you can see, our Guernsey animals, they are found in color. They have got white patches. And the reason why we measured mostly on Guernsey animals is because of their adaptive characteristics. These animals, they are very hardy. Their milk production is average. The butterfat content is also average. That's why we are able to provide good quality milk to our customers. And under this dairy section, we have some categories. We categorize our animal based on their stage of production, whereby we've got lactating yard, we've got the heifers, we've got the calves, we've got the weaners. The reason why there is that categorization of the animals is because each and every group has got its own attention.
The breed is basically for milk production. Heifers come into milk at about 2 years of age. Averagely, their weight is 400 kilograms. They have a finely tuned temperament, not ever irritable. They have an attractive carriage with a graceful walk. They have high milk production potential, 2.5 liters a day. Guernseys are efficient converters of feed to product, being intermediate size. On the farm, we have a total of 39 cows in the category of milking heifers. Milking is done twice a day, 6 a.m. every morning and 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Morning hours they graze in the paddocks up to 1 p.m., then they rest for 2 hours before milking. After milking, they feed on silage, then during the night they feed on dairy meal. piggery enterprise. Raising and breeding of domestic pigs is as livestock. We have 47 pigs and their piglets. We have 3 species of pigs.
We have 3 types of breeds at our farm. We have large white, landrace, and Duroc.
Piggery as a section on its own, it's very much economical enterprise. As you can see, this is our piggery unit. The piggery unit is divided into sections. The first section is called a farrowing section. Then we have another section called fattening section. Then we have the last section of our piggery unit called our service section. A service section, it comprises of a bow that is used for mating our sows. The reason why we rear much of large whites because they are highly prolific when it comes to giving birth. We find that they farrow many piglets. They are able to take care of their piglets in a very good way. So we are able to rescue. The mortality rate is very low when it comes to large white.
Every morning, cleaning is done in the pens, followed by feeding. The feeds are made on the farm through local formulation. Horticulture enterprise. The farm undertakes growing of vegetables for consumption, produced on a small scale with more intensive management. Indigenous vegetables are grown. Some of the crops on the farm include spider plant, saga, kale, sukuma, jute mallow, mrenda, cowpeas, kunde, amaranthus, terere, tudo, marandas, thimboka, giant nightshade, managu, collard, kansira, Fordhawk giant spinach, cabbage, slender leaf miro, onions, spring onions, tomatoes, Rafano type, pawpaws, passion, bananas, arrowroots, yams, and cassava. Some of the crops are grown from the seedbed, such as tomatoes and kale, while the rest are planted directly. Some of the vegetables are interplanted according to their class, while some are planted alone in plots. Hay section. Hay is dried and baled, then used to feed livestock.
Kumu farm, we've got about 20 acres of land under hay production. Hay is any fodder material that has been cut, dried, and stored for future use. The fodder material that are used to make hay comprises of grass, such as the boma rods, the raygrass, the Bermuda grass, and also we can make hay from leguminous plant, which comprises of lucerne, the desmodium plant. In our farm, mostly we use grass to produce our hay. We majorly produce our hay from boma rod grass. We chose on boma rod grass because we realize that boma rod grass mostly is much adaptable to our soil environment. It has got high yield in terms of production per acre. Then much more, the grass is much adaptable to dry season. The grass meant for hay should be established early during the onset of rain to avoid competition for nutrients, for light, for space with the weeds. When we plant very early, the grass will be able to germinate before the weeds germinate. Harvesting of hay is done manually or mechanically. Manually, we encourage farmers to use sickle to cut their hay using hands. Then mechanically, we use mowers. Like in our farm here, we use mowers. We have a mower that we use to cut our hay. It It's done mostly when there is no rain. This enhances proper curing.
Silage section. Here there is cutting of fodder, compacting it, storing it, and formulating it under controlled conditions in a silo where air cannot come into contact with silage. Silage increases the potential yield of nutrients from available land. Silage is the main feed for the cows on the farm. We have crop harvesting, chopping or shredding, compacting, sealing, fermentation, then finally storage. Beekeeping section. Beekeeping is done on the farm with honey being the main commodity being harvested from log hives. Beehives on the farm protect bees from predators and harsh weather. The presence of maize on the farm is the main honeybee source of nectar.
We make sure that there is no infestation of intruders such as ants. As you can see, we've painted our poles using the oil. The oil ensures there is no intruders that gets into the beehive.
Fish section. The farm has ponds which fish is bred. Fish produced on the farm is dietary protein. Fish is well taken care of in the ponds, thus increasing demand. Water section. On the farm, we have natural springs of water from which we get water that is used on the farm in various sections of the farm. On the farm, we have purification of water for domestic use.
Water is a very key natural resources in our farm. God has really blessed us with a very good source of water at our farm that is used to run day-to-day activities of the farm. At Mkumu Farm, we source our water from a natural ground, that is spring. The water comes out of ground through springs. The water is then collected, pumped using a pump to our storage tanks. At the storage tanks, that is where we do coagulation, sedimentation, and then chlorination to make our water safe for use. After chlorination at the storage tanks, water flows by gravity to various sections of the farm, which include the dairy section, piggery section, the farm building sections. We use our water at the farm for watering the animals, for doing cleaning of the equipment, farm equipments, and sometimes we are able to supply our horticultural crops even during dry season because the water that we get at the farm is used for irrigation. So our basic source of water has been so much helpful to us. We are able to meet the market demand of the produce of agricultural produce around here, especially when there is no rain. So we are able to supply our product throughout the year.
On this Mkumu farm, we have also undertaken a project of water processing. This water processing is actually a product of the farm from the spring water. It is processed through the whole process in order for us to have a clean drinking water. This water is actually processed following all the procedures that are required and even all the necessary documentations from the government and public health. All the documentation required have been acquired so that we are also following the given laid-down procedures by the government, and we have quality water to be used by our people in order to support our needy students in schools.
Through this initiative, it's my belief that the church stands to achieve a lot in strengthening and expanding the Diocesan Education Fund initiative. We look at this project also as a way of contributing to this initiative which is providing education opportunity to the most vulnerable among us. By the act of commissioning this water processing and bottling plant today, we continue in the same spirit of ensuring access to clean and affordable water to community members, even as we provide opportunity to the young and skilled in the communities who will be engaged to ensure the running of the same. In partaking of this water directly sourced from the natural springs of Mukumu Farm, we would be reminded of the immense natural gifts that Mother Earth presents to us, not least being water and the need for common and dedicated action in ensuring the protection of the environment.
Environmental Conservation Section. In line with the Diocesan Synod, the Diocese has put in place various interventions in the care and protection of the environment. The farm serves as the source of promoting and empowering environmental ambassadors through provision of seedlings which are prepared at the farm.
Mukumu Farm has developed tree nurseries that are for indigenous purposes in order to support the people to plant more and more trees, indigenous trees, to support parishes, to support schools, and therefore through the Catholic Justice and Peace Department of the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega, we have developed nurseries, and the Mukumu Farm is one of those main sources of the products of the tree nursery, which are distributed to schools, to parishes, and to institutions so that we can grow and plant more trees for conservation.
And one of the programs we undertake as per the Diocesan Synod Declaration and Decrees, and also in line with the teaching of the Pope on the Laudato Si document, is the environmental program, which it is the generosity of the Bishop. We were allocated this piece of land in the farm to propagate trees of different kinds, especially indigenous trees, which we propagate right here on the farm, right from the planting, the pricking off, and the hardening. And these trees are used to help us in conservation of the environment, in our institutions, in our parishes, and they go a long way into rehabilitating both Kakamega Forest and the Maragoli Hills Forest. We want to say that this program has been on for the last 7 years, and so far we have been able to plant and grow 15 tree seedlings in our primary schools, secondary schools, and even within Kakamega Forest and the Maragoli Forest. And we are hoping that this is one of the ways of conserving the environment and keeping in line with the great document of Pope Francis, the Laudato Si, the care for our common home. We want really to encourage that this tree growing being part of the environment program, we have other issues to do with the environment, like water pollution and plastic pollution, and even what we call electronic pollution, electronic waste, and other waste management areas. And we believe that through planting of trees, it goes a long way as one of the efforts the Church has put on the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega in order to conserve the environment.
Welcome, and also to savor the goodness of Mukumu Farm, the milk, the honey, the coffee, the pork, all that is produced in Mukumu Farm is for the good of the people, and therefore we hope that it will continue to serve humanity in the years to come, and with the support of the many people who have supported, and especially Missio Invest. These are investors who teamed up through the Pontifical Missionary Society of the United States, and through the Pontifical Missionary Society in Kenya, who are able to fund some of the projects to elevate that farm, especially in renewing the farm, and therefore we look forward that it will be growing more and more to gain its status as a farming institution in Western Province, Kakamega County, and the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega.